Alrighty guys, welcome back. This is Managerel, your wingspan professional, going back into the C3s. If my ship will work. There we go. Alright, so, a little backstory for those of you that did not know or were not aware. I just lost the praxis in the last set of C3s I was in. Holding about 300 mil, I got dropped on by a Stratios that locked me up. Was able to deal with the Stratios, but then 7 more ships came in to try to kill me. When the 7th ship got there, though, that was pretty much it. But 7-1 odds, feeling pretty good about life. Picked up another praxis, outfitted it a little bit differently. So, large overclocking processing unit 1, large capacitor circuit 1, and a large capacitor circuit 2. That allows us to fit in all of the extras. Rapid heavy missile launchers with Caldari Navy Scourge, the probe launcher. Let's get going into this wormhole really quickly. 5th B, 1500 reps every 4 seconds, 3 adaptive invulnerability field 2s, 3 stalwart particle accelerators, 2 ballistic control systems, 1 HC-3A HIVA, and the other domination, allowing us to get just under 400 DPSs off of the missiles, and 285 with drones, and 5 capacity flux coils, keeping us stable. Alright, so first thing that we're going to do is we are going to hit a solar cell, because we haven't hit a solar cell before. Alright, this is going to be a little bit different. As always, I do have the wiki page up, which is giving me my my loadout on what everything is. Wave 1, we're going to have an emergent preserver that's going to have scram, webifiers, and energy neutralizers. 1 awakened upholder, which will have another energy neut and another webifier, and a sleepless defender, which will also have another webifier. So the emergent preserver is going to be our trigger in the first wave, so we're going to avoid that one for now. And it looks like it was just 2 ships and not 3, which is better for me. So the upholder is what we're going to target first, and then the emergent preserver. Now, learning from my mistakes last time, not going to sit directly where I was, because if any other ships do warp in, they are going to warp into this spot right here. So, moving off of that hole will give me a couple extra seconds to respond. Oops, we do not want the preserver, we want the upholder. Oh man, they are making some fast work with my shields. Okay, so we're going to be doing a little bit of cap management here. Only using the shield rep when we need it, which it doesn't look like we're going to that much. Just keeping an eye on D-scan. Awesome, things going alright so far. And 1 rep. Good. Alright. And now let's drop that preserver. Now, wave 2 should be an emergent defender, 2 of those. A emergent upholder, which will have a shield, which will have a rep and a neut. 3 awakened defenders. Oh boy. Okay. So the upholders are the triggers, so we're going to avoid those. Let's pull the drones back. Emergent defenders. we want those first. Then awakened defenders and awakened upholders, leaving the emergent upholders for last. Alright, and let's get to work. Throwing out medium drones, see if they ignore those. They should, if they're anything like their sister sites. And as you notice, we're not dropping the MTU yet. I want a little more distance from the entry site. Alright, and the sleepers are ignoring the medium drones, which is good for us. And they just started to lock up the drones. Pull those back in. Still nothing on D-scan. And we'll set those drones back out after I have some missile damage. Let's do an awakened upholder then, shall we? Get some of these webifiers and newts off. Okay. Boom. Single rep. Trying to stay active on D-scan as much as I can. Not looking to get killed again. Single rep. Good. Alright, single rep. Okay, so the awakened upholder's down. We can kill one emergent defender, one emergent upholder, which will put the strain on my battery a little bit less. And let's get those back in. Holding good. Alright, pull those back in. Alright, so now emergent defenders. Alright, and we're doing good so far. So if all goes well, we should net right around 43 mil from this. And this is actually going pretty smooth. 2 reps here. Medium drones out. Should be enough to hold aggro. And now there's only that one repper on the field. Our third wave should be 2 awakened defenders, 1 sleepless defender, that's going to be our battleship, that's going to have a web, and 1 preserver that's going to have an armor rep. And that preserver is what's going to go first, and it looks like that's a trigger for something else, so we might have to leave that one for later. I'm forgetting to monitor my drones. Okay, let's get them back inside. Still nothing on D-scan, which is good. And still not exactly far enough off from the starting position I was at, so I'm not going to drop that mobile tractor unit yet. Plus, there's a whole nother wave. Now let's go ahead and give that a couple reps. Looking good. Good. Maybe one more. Good. Vespa's out. Doing good. Alright. And we're almost done. We're going to lock up that last upholder. Not too shabby. Alright, and we should be able to keep up with the reps. So, we're just going to leave it on, and they're starting to target my drones again. Take a refreshing drink of water. Excellent. Okay. So, with this as we are running right around 10 minutes, and we are already more than halfway done through the site. And I'm just going to turn on the adaptives and turn off the repper. And let's get some Praetors out there. Mix it up, add some heavier damage to the field.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, and this is a good location for now. So, you're going to stop it right here. We're going to deploy. And I want to go into a location where people are not going to really think I'm going to go first. So we're going to do a line to the nullsec side of a hole. Alright, and let's start back up with those damages. Okay, so if somebody drops in on me, I should have maybe 5 seconds to respond, which should be more than plenty. Do a quick rep. Good. Get my drones out there. Keeping a weather eye. Okay, and the defender is gone, leaving the upholder for left. Okay, so we're going to try to eliminate some DPS off of this next wave, which means the awakened defenders are going to go first, and then the sleepless defender. Pull these drones back in. Awakened defenders first, and then the sleepless defender. Okay. Gonna unlock the rack. Okay, and we're gonna start needing that now. And Vespa's out. Still watching D-scan pretty damn close. Okay. So, this last wave, no energy neutralization, so I should be able just to keep that thing repping pretty consistently. And we're going to do just a little bit further out. In case ships do land on me, I want to see that first.
A module has run out of charges.
So if anything does land, I'll just warp off. Not worried about losing the drones, but I will scoop the cargo first. And actually, speaking of, not bad to go ahead and scoop in those Iskies right now. As you can see, damage is not horrible. We're repping everything pretty good. And missiles away. And I cycle them off like a noob. On one more time. There we go. Still nothing on D-scan. Alright, and the webs have shifted off of me, which means they're probably going to start going after my drones. Alright. Or not. Missiles away. And we're just going to shut down one of the adaptive invulnerability fields. There we go. Holding on to it pretty good. Alright, and at this point, we're going to pull out Praetors. Because should be a little bit better for the damage output.
A module has run out
Oh,
of charges.
and they are targeting those things. Did I forget about an Awakened Defender? No, just the one. So, a little bit of more backstory. The people that killed me were the Wormhole Police. So, those guys have earned a special place in my heart. If I see them in the future, well. Alright. So, in this system alone, there's right around 120 mil worth of stuff. We'll go ahead and grab all of that out and keep on keeping on, moving along to the next and the greatest. But for the purposes of our videos, the solar cell is the one thing that you guys haven't seen yet. So, and that's what this was. Relatively straightforward, averaging 17 minutes right now, with 2 ships left. Alright, and the Defender is next up. Leaving the Preserver after it. Okay. And at this point we are going to pull out Praetors, because they shouldn't be able to track them that much. And I'm going to pull in the rest of the loot. That way if I do have to warp off, at least I get paid for what I did. Still nothing on D-scan. And let's get those drones fighting.
A module has run out of charges.
Alright, and we're reloading. I would venture bet this thing is going to start getting wrapped by the Preserver. Maybe. Might be outside of its distance. It's kind of interesting. Not taking a whole lot of damage from the Praetors. Alright, and the missiles are back up. Start applying that healthy DPS. Alright, making good work, good time. running 20 minutes right now. Do have to figure out a way to get some more damage out of this fit. Well, I mean, skills would do a whole lot more as well. Alright, got him down to structure. Should go pretty smooth sailing after this point. And if I was going to get dropped by anybody, it would be right about now.
A module has run out of charges.
Alright, still doing pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Alright, back in... Oh, he's going down really fast. Go to work, little drones. Go to work. And a volley from the missile should do it. Alright, so on my overview, it says that these guys or this preserver triggers something else. If it does trigger something, I will be indeed curious as to what. Alright, and we're just going to do a quick scoop right here as soon as I get that loot. Awesome. And scoop to cargo hold. Move to engage. Alright. Let's go. I'm not going to hit him. Alright. So, unfortunately, this is going to be the long part. No easy way to do it. Gotta catch up with them. Just my phone goes nuts. This is definitely when a prop mod would come in handy. So let's take a look at him, shall we? He's burning away. Honestly, not worth the time. I'm just not going to be able to catch him in my praxis. So I'm going to go on to bigger and better things. But guys, thanks for watching. This was Managerel, running right around 22 minutes to get to this last chip. Again, had it not been running away, I would have finished the site, but I'm just not going to sit here and chase it. Alright, as always, subscribe, leave a comment down in the comment section if you need to, and use those game links that I am copying. That will give you some free game time in EVE if you want to use them. That brings us to the end. I am Managerel, your wingspan professional, signing off.